Match 3 was one I was eager to see. A singles match between two of my favourites as Cali went up against KM Lane. No surprise at the huge jeers that Gray receives when he emerges, whereas KM receives the huge ovation that seems afforded to him everywhere that the man goes. As KM dances before the match, Gray steals his glasses, and this was quite amusing in my opinion. It did, however, seem to annoy KM. The early lockup would see Gray gain the upper hand, snapping KM's fingers and looking to keep him grounded. KM looks to acrobatically escape, but Gray yanks his hair and starts to go to work, looking to wear KM down systematically. The crowd cheer loudly for KM, and he gains a foothold in the match and builds up momentum, hitting a head scissor takedown and a delightful dropkick. One of the best delivered, in my opinion. He certainly knows how to deliver those drop kicks. He then lands a second rope crossbody for a near fall. KM heads back up top, but Gray would sweep him off his feet, hit a knee to the face, and then deliver a swinging side slam facebuster for a 2 count. Gray refuses to let up and delivers a series of chops. Pure ecstasy for me, folks. Those things hit true and hard. I love me a Cali chop. But they just seem to spark KM into life, who returns the favour with his own series of chops. This is the sort of thing I crave. Honestly, KM's chops, Cali's chops, both together, just heaven. Heaven, folks. This is what I came for. KM's chops are just as glorious, as I say. The two start to trade blows, and Gray hits a kick to the back, which downs KM before nailing a standing double foot stomp for another near fall. He looks to maintain the pressure, but KM gets on top, delivers a corner splash, and looks to deliver a running face plant. But Gray counters and turns KM inside out with a vicious, vile lariat for a 2 count. KM literally spun circles in the air. Gray looks to finish things up, but this time KM counters with a backdrop followed up by a spin kick. This is so intense, folks, as Gray manages to send KM tumbling outside before flying over the top rope to wipe KM out. Back in the ring, the two would keep going at one another as the two trade blows and near falls. Gray escapes outside, but KM meets him with a drop kick through the ropes and soars over the top to repay the favour for the earlier on. The fans are just enthralled by this encounter, but it has to have a finish, and Gray finally puts KM to bed when he manages to nail the angel wing spiked pile driver to pick up this hard-fought win. What an absolute cracker of a match. This one is up there with one of the best that I have seen. Both men gave their all to leave us fans open mouthed throughout. KM delivered a great showing as per normal. He is absolutely incredible to see live and just wows and amazes every time I see him. He just looks the part, and he can consider himself unlucky to have lost this match. Gray is just one of those talents you can't help but admire. His smash mouth style is backed up with moments that leave you open mouthed. He is no nonsense and delivers all the time, every time. A well-earned victory in this one. Both men are just insanely gifted and a must-sees, so go see them in action for yourself.